Welcome back to the NLP in Data Analytics, Lecture 1, Part 2. In Part 1, we cover and focus on the core techniques of natural language processing like tokenization, stop words removal, POS tagging or parts of speech tagging, and name entity recognition. In the end of lecture, we saw text classification. Now, in this current part, or part two, we are shifting gears. We will be exploring how these techniques are used in real business applications and how NLP power data analytics. So, please keep watching. Before we go and dive into details of the NLP part 2, let's look at the roadmap what we had discussed in previous video. So, in part 2, we will cover the topics data analysis, the effects of NLP in data analysis, and then we move forward again to sentimental analysis. After that, we will cover the ticket categorization, and then we just explain trend extraction, and finally we will see report generation. Next we discuss about what is NLP in business. So we know business deal with a lots of unstructured text data like customer reviews, social media reviews, or any Airbnb reviews, or like booking.com reviews, support emails, and then we have survey products feedback, and also social media. So we have lots of reviews, comments. What helps? What happens with NLP then? How we can convert those reviews and unstructured data into meaningful insight is using automatize the task, improving decision making, and even predicting trends. Think about auto taking customer queries and extracting brand sentiment from social media, sorting resume or job application, monitoring products feedback in real time using NLP.
So, business often deals with huge volume of unstructured text. Things like customers' reviews, survey feedback, or even system logs. With the NLP, we can explore this data at a scale and we can answer questions like these three important questions. What are customers talking about? Number one question. Number two, are there recurring complaints? And number three question is what topics are mentioned most often? So this would trans unstructured text into meaningful insight. We continue with the unstructured data. Think about where there are only rows and columns of the data with customer service, chat logs, product reviews on commerce website, emails sent to support teams, social media and comments, feedback from surveys. They are all rich source of business intelligence, but they are very hard to process manually because they are just plain text. So it's a labor intensive where NLP plays a critical role. It allows us to convert this messy data, unstructured data, using natural language processing into structured form that analytics can become easier. For example, tools that can be applied on these unstructured data are, for example, tokenization. Then we can remove stop words. Then we can apply parts of speech tagging, and then apply NER name entity recognition, and then we can classify the data. So these are the critical things. Okay, let's see one business example. Imagine you are working for a hotel chain, a famous hotel. You collect 1,000 plus customers' reviews every month. Instead of manually reading them one by one, NLP can analyze all the reviews and identify which words or phrases appears most frequently. Are those positive reviews or negative reviews? Let's see in next slide how can review be. You can see on the visual of the reviews that there are like a cluster similar reviews. For example, clean rooms. We can see the clean rooms, and then we have another word, great services. Then we have slow Wi-Fi, and then basic amenities. Converting these results into a chart showing the top 10 topic reviews can help you to make a better decision about overall information. This turns unstructured text into meaningful insight or meaningful information, which you can now quantify, visualize, and act upon. So now let's summarize data analysis NLP role. Data analysis using NLP is the first step in transforming raw text into business intelligence. Without it, all the valuable insight hidden in customers' conversation, for example, emails and reviews, would remain untapped. So next we move to powerful application of NLP, sentiment analysis, also known as opinion mining. This involves using NLP algorithm to determine the emotional tone or attitude expressed in a piece of text. Is the customer happy, frustrated, indifferent, or delighted? Sentiment analysis classify text into categories like positive, negative, neutral. Some advanced models go further and detect emotions such as anger, joy, sadness. Now let's move why sentiment analysis is matter for business. Today, businesses or companies are flooded with the feedback form. For example, social media platforms like Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and products reviews on commerce site websites. And then we have open text response in surveys. And we also have a data about customer support chat transcripts. So manually reading through this is impossible at large scale. Sentimental analysis give us a chance to make it automatic and analyze through all of them and give us a chance to make decision and uh, thousands of millions of surveys reviews automatically and summarize all what customers feels and what are customers reviews about that product. Next, we see couple of example for sentimental analysis. So we have one example from Amazon.com. Imagine you manage a product line on Amazon. Using sentiment analysis on customers' review, you discover that there are like 80 percentage of reviews mention fast delivery in positive tone. You can see green color positive tones, and however, there are like 25 percentage also mention poor packaging in negative tone. Now, your data team can quantify it as which feature are being praised or criticized, the overall score for each product, trend over time, for example, sentimental a sentiment dropped after a supplier change. So this allow data-driven decisions. For example, switching packaging. A vendor are promoting fast shipping in aids. So now let's move to the another example, and then we wind up the sentiment analysis technique. Let's see another example, brand monitoring on social media. Let's say you work in global marketing company in airline business. After flight delay incident, thousands of tweets flooded or Facebook messages flooded. Then how our sentiment NLP model looks like, how what it suggests. It suggests three important things. For example, it says how many tweets are negative out of 100, how many tweets are negative, for example, and which keywords are more common. Is it a, rude staff? Is it a no updates? Is it misconnection? So three these are the keywords. If they found any common keywords, then is brand's sentiment score has dropped or not. So this enables real-time crisis management, allow allow PR teams to respond strategically, and improves customers' recovery efforts. Now let's summarize the topic sentiment analysis. Sentiment analysis help us to understand how customers feel. It helps business listen at scale. It transforms scattered emotions expressions into structure feedback, enabling smarter marketing, product improvement, and customer engagements. Let's move one step higher and explore how NLP help business understand what customers are talking about. This layer is called ticket categorization, and it's especially valuable in customer services, IT support, and help desk operation. So let's see what it is. It is the process of automatically assigning a category, department, and agency level to customer support request using NLP. So, whenever a customer submit a support request via email, chatbot, or ticketing system, the message typically contains a short description of the issue or a problem. Before from company someone can respond, they need to understand what category the issue falls under, for example, billing, technical, returns. So, like a category issues. Then, what department should handle? What department should handle the and how urgent the request is. So, these are the categorization and assignments of different tasks within a ticket categorization. So, in large business, thousands of tickets arrives daily. Manual, nearly it is impossible to solve it. However, NLP helps by automatically reading the text and assigning the predefined category or label to each ticket. In this slide, we see a business example of technical company help desk. Imagine you are working at software company that gets support requests from customers every hour. For example, a user one writes, I cannot reset my password and the link in the email doesn't work. So, how NLP is going to categorize this? So, this will categorize into login issue. Next user request, I was charged twice this month on my credit card. So, what would be the category for this second user request? Third user then request that I was charged. No, sorry. The mobile app keeps crashing when I upload a photo. So third category seems a bling problem. Second category seems a bling problem. Third category is a mobile app bug. The system can even assign these to the right support agent automatically. This will reduce human effort, speeding up the response time and improving customer satisfaction. So, how this conversation or categorization happens behind the scene? This process uses text classification algorithms like logistic regression, random forest, and TF-IDF features. Then it uses also a BERT model of deep learning for higher accuracy, and sometimes it uses heuristic rules plus machine learning combined called hybrid models. So internally, they use some machine learning stuff to make it categorization. Now let's summarize this ticket categorization topic in next slide. Yes, for business leaders, a solution would be strategy would be for business leaders and analytics. This means faster ticket resolutions, a better resource allocation, routing to correct teams, and insightful analytics on which type of issue are most frequent, and identifying systematic problem, for example login issues if there are problems. And this was the summary of ticket.
Yes, dear students, we are moving to last two topic of our lecture part two. So this topic is called trend extraction. So let's dive into trend extraction. What is a trend extraction? It is a process of using NLP to find patterns or changes in conversations over time. And instead of looking at individual comments or posts, we look at larger view to understand what's trending or changes in the business world. For example, it can show new topics that are gaining more attention, changes in how people talk about your product or services, issue or surges that might signal an opportunity or problem. Think of it as a radar that helps you see what people are talking about now and how it might change in the future. Next, we see the example of businesses in trend extraction topic. So we will cover four different companies and we see data, trend, and actions. So these companies are number one, smartphone company. Then we move to coffee chain, and then finance, app, and airline industry. So let's begin with the smartphone company. So data in smartphone company can be from Twitter mention after a new phone launches. So trend would be people are talking a lot about the phone's battery life and what action company should take fix the battery issue quickly to prevent bad reviews. Then we move to another example, coffee chain. What is the data? Instagram and TikTok apps post in the fall. Yes, what is trend inside here? Lots of positive mentions of a pumpkin spice. So what should action be taken? Launch a target market campaign to promote seasonal seasonal drinks. Next, we see the third example from the finance app, which is app store review after new update. So data is a app store reviews after a new update. A trend is a user are having trouble with the user interface. So what action should the company take? Quickly release a fix and update the app to improve the experiences. The final example is airline industry where the data is about new article and social media post. Here we have a trend of people are talking about sustainable travel and carbon offsets. So action is required. Launch a new sustainability campaign to appeal these concerns. So let's check how it works internally. So first thing is collect data over time. So get data from social media, customer reviews and news. Then second step is to analyze and find common topics. For example, use algorithms to group similar conversations like battery issues or pumpkin spice mentions or cluster similar sort of topic together. Third thing is identify trend and spikes from those topics. Look for patterns, lots of people talking about the same issue in a short period and what to do with that one. Then make a alert and visualize. Set up a tool to alert you when new trend pops up and visualize the data in the charts. Third thing is product development. It helps to understand what needs improvement and what customers are looking for and what they love most. Now we are moving to the final layer of NLP application in business analytics. The topic is called report generation. So, what is report generation? So, after collecting and analyzing text data, the goal is to convert the insights into actionable reports that decision makers can utilize or use them. This is where NLP does something very powerful. It doesn't just analyze the data, it can automatically generate summaries or reports. In simple terms, it takes large amount of text data, extract the key points, and pushes it into easy understandable format such as a report or presentation slides. Now let's see how report generation works. There are four important points that report generation use. Number one, data collection and analysis. Number two, summarization. Number three, formatting. Number four, automatic insights. So, what is that data collection and analysis? Point one. So, first, tools gather and analyze data. For example, social media posts, customer reviews, emails. Then, what happens to those data? It uses summarization. Using text summarization techniques, the tool identifies the most important points and summarize them. Then the summarization is formatting. So third point is formatting. The key findings are then structured into report format, usually a bullet point, list, table, or paragraph form. Number final thing is automatic insight. Automatic insight is the system can even suggest insights or recommendation based on the analysis, such as customer satisfaction improved by 10 percentage after product updates. Social media sentiments about the brand is trending negatively. Next, we see a business example. So, let's see a marketing campaign report. Imagine you are working in a marketing campaign for a new product. After running the campaign, you collect data from social media posts, customer feedback, survey results. Instead of manually reading and summarizing everything, NLP tools could generate an automatic report like this. Campaign summary with positive feedback 60%, 65% of customers' responses were positive, focusing on ease of use and affordability. It was low cost. Negative feedback would be 30 percentage mention concern over delivery delays. So actionable insight focus more on promoting products convenience in the next aid campaign. Fix aid delivery for future launches. Then we learn how it helps businesses. It's a time saving, data driven decision, consistency, and personalization. So, how it saves a time? NLP allows businesses to automatically generate reports, saving times compared to manually analysis. Data driven decisions. Decision makers receive a regular report with a clear insights, enabling them to make informed decisions. Then, how it is consistent? The reports are consistent and can be generated at any time, providing an always update snapshot of the performances. Finally, personalization. NLP tools can tailor reports for different departments, for example, marketing, sales, customer services, based on their needs. Next, we see why it matters for the businesses. Faster reporting, number one. Immediate automated reported generation speed up the decision making process. Then we have improved accuracy. NLP reduce human errors in generating reports and actionable insights. It turns raw data into clear actionable actions item and recommendations that executive can act upon. In summary, report generation through NLP allows businesses to automatically convert large amount of data into meaningful, concise reports. This makes easier for teams to digest complex information and more importantly act on it quickly in a faster way. Now let's conclude lecture 1 part 2. We have covered so far in this lecture data analysis topic, then we moved to sentiment analysis. We saw business examples and importance of the sentiment analysis. Then we dive into ticket categorizations. After ticket categorization, we learn about trend extraction and finally report generation. We have covered very important aspects of the NLP in business analytics. In short, NLP is a powerful tool that help business turn unstructured data into actionable insights. From analyzing customer sentiments to categorizing support ticket, detecting trends, and generating reports. NLP allows businesses to automate and scale their operations, making data driven decisions quicker and more effectively. The future of business analytics is clearly driven by the ability to extract insights from the text at scale, and NLP is the heart of this transformation. Next, we see the assignment questions. You have to follow the next few slides and upload your assignments. Thank you for watching this video.